Looks like we got a new friend!
everyone, and welcome to Hidden Scars, the stream where we absolutely embrace and reject chaos simultaneously. Before we go around and say hello to everyone, please take a moment to check out the opening links, including all of our social links, places you can go to support us, places you can support our sponsors, Bird in the Storm Publishing and Mage Hand Press, whom we are very grateful to for all their support. And also, you can find a whole bunch of websites there where you can get 10 to 15% discount on all of your tabletop goods. And also there is a tweet. Did I update the tweet? I might not have updated the tweet. I should update the tweet. I'll update the tweet while Sheepy introduces everyone. Oh, hi!
Wait. I've got something for this.
Never have I been more nervous.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hidden Scars. Selena, introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Selena. That is all. No. Hi, I am Selena. I am. I don't know really what I am anymore. I started off so clear, and now I'm very confused. That's what I am. Hi, I'm Selena, and I'm confused.
Hello, Selena, and welcome to Heretics Anonymous.
Oh, Selena.
Oh, everyone, thanks for having me.
When did you first realize you were dabbling in heresy?
It all started about 2 months ago. I met a man in a warehouse, and it's all gone wrong since then.
He wasn't wearing a shirt, like ever.
That should have been my first clue.
Yeah.
Why is a man not wearing a shirt in the middle of the day?
Honestly, I thought having him turn up shirtless again as an Inquisitor, being like, hey, what's up, I'm an Inquisitor, maybe someone would have gone,
I
why is
questioned it. But then the game, it made so much sense. I was like, oh, okay, cool, that's what they do. Who am I to argue? He's my boss.
Look, we've leveled up our scrutiny since then, okay?
You didn't use your scrutiny in the first place. It doesn't matter how high your scrutiny is if you don't go, hang on a minute, can I roll something just to... I have suspicions. There were no suspicions. In a game about spying and investigating, there have been no suspicions.
I believe everyone. I'm a very gullible person. I like to think everyone is good until they prove otherwise.
I mean, the last couple of episodes have not shown that, really.
No,
really.
that's
Because
true.
I've had to implement a system of, if you're suspicious, roll scrutiny, and I'll make scrap roll deceive.
Yes, I'm getting better at it, I think.
Yes.
You're confused though.
Looks like we got a new friend.
I mean, you made some progress last episode. You probably
Not on my own though.
we called it a specialist, and then I killed him technically. I think that does it for the recap.
Yeah, everything's bad. Whoops-a-daisy.
Jim may be in trouble. He has a choice to make, honestly. And yes, let's go to Zan. Zan the Hunter. I'm using your character names because...
That's fine. Sure. Should about myself or my character?
Yourself.
Okay. Hi, I'm Zach. I'm also go by Duskfade Druid on Twitter. I am part of the Nerdsmith Network. You can find us at twitch.tv/wearenerdsmith. I am on the public Discord. I run one-shots there. I'm also a generally cool person.
Is that a self-review?
That's actually genuinely
That's
a fairly
actually-
good intro, you know?
I mean, most people have told me that. That's not, I mean, I agree, but...
Okay. I was just wondering if you have sources you can...
Oh, sure. A lot of
Okay,
people.
good. Yeah, it's just
Come
few
with
references. Make
More
sure.
players should bring references, character references. I like this.
Yeah. And finally, we have Affirmator Regulus, because I started using character names, so I've finished using character names, thank you.
I am playing Affirmator Regulus. God help me, I have never RP'd on stream before. I have the absolute horrors. But yes, I am playing an Adeptus Mechanicus Regulator and Affirmator. So yes, I'll be keeping an eye out for Heresy. Not that there will be any, of course.
No,
None here ever. But yeah, I am Bob Almighty. I vary a lot, and yeah, I have been known to stream infrequently. Do not follow me. There's no point.
That's what I say every time I go outside.
What?
don't follow me. I'm not going anywhere interesting.
Don't ask me about my personal life, Scrap.
I'm not going to. Not going to. I am going to say thank you very much to Edmund Silveroak. 22 months subscribed. It gives me an advantage. Thank you very much. Ed was our very first subscriber. They subscribed on the very first day that we hit the one that's not partner. What am I? Affiliate. Thank you. Very first day we hit affiliate, and that means it was 22 months ago that we hit affiliate. So there you go. Thank you.
Am I still doing the intro?
Yeah, why not?
So don't forget, guys, subscribe to Scratticus today, and you will get
This great entertainment here.
Yeah, you get these amazing shows that are on basically all the time. Do you like TV? Do you like TV that's improvised? Do you like TV where the characters don't know what they're going to do from 1 second to the next? Subscribe to Scratticus today, and you can get all this and more. Sometimes you even get a little bit of Skyrim. I saw you played Skyrim for 10 hours or something ridiculous.
It was Oblivion, but yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's all that place.
Elder Scrolls, yeah.
Elder Scrolls, yeah. I haven't paid attention to Elder Scrolls since Morrowind, I'm not gonna lie.
Fair. Do you know that was 20 years ago now, Morrowind, Ed?
Yeah. It makes me feel old, dude.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
So, should we get on with Heresy?
Yeah!
Right. I think we've done the majority of the recap, but for anyone who's here and is like, hey, what's happening? Well, what's happening, guys, is the team, let's say Jim and Selena specifically, have found out that the Inquisitor that they are partly working for gave a lot of information to and did a lot of jobs for is possibly not an Inquisitor.
Yeah, it was the low point of the day.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't. I think when your most effective agent got thrown into a warp rift to face a Lord of Change, that was probably the low point.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see that, so.
But also a high point.
It was.
You know, like, because there was like, you know, there was a lot of subtext. The subtext was a high point. The actual event, low point, subtext, high point. Thank you very much, Fuzzy Freaks, who subscribed with Twitch Prime. You can gift a player of your choice an advantage. I will presume it's Bob unless you tell me otherwise.
Was it going to be a player? Why couldn't it be the GM?
It could be the GM. The GM is a player, Sheepy. God, haven't you heard all the arguments online?
Not how I GM, dude. And yes, we also had a lot of investigating. A mission was given. It was found out that the contacts they had to go and meet for a list was intercepted, and they changed the list and then gave the list to the team. Now, I feel like if we hadn't have had
it would have been a completely different.
I mean, look, just disagree with me if you guys feel like I'm being unfair. If Valentine wasn't there, you would have taken the list and killed everyone on it, correct?
Correct, 100%. I don't even think that this person might be lying.
That really opened Jim's eyes, to be honest.
which happened at the beginning of the campaign as well. The first time Valentine turned up, and he was like, "Okay, guys, we're gonna have a military operation." And it was all like organized. And...
Wow.
It's why you killed him, so that he can't come in and ruin your fun
He was
again.
getting in my way, honestly. He had to be removed. But yeah, no, there was a moment when Valentine was like, "I don't trust this guy," and did scrutiny. So, instantly, guys, you all have scrutiny. You can use it if you want. And yeah, they followed the contact who met up with a hooded figure. They thought it was suspicious. They grabbed him, interrogated him, and he admitted being, oh god, there's things that I need to, we'll get to that. He admitted being part of a gang that works for a cult. He gave up a fair amount of information after careful interrogation, or any interrogation. if Jim might remember the warehouse where they captured someone and then forgot to interrogate them past, "What do you know about this city?"
Hey.
And he goes, "I'm not from this planet." And they're like, "Good enough." Be on your way. Be on your way.
We found out that he could disassemble and reassemble a las gun in like a minute, and that he was really good at flying a speeder, okay? We found out everything.
Did.
Everything.
Oh god, that still makes me laugh.
And hopefully they're now a wonderful, wonderful, non-heretical Inquisitor.
They took him to Vindictus, so he's probably okay. Well, he's probably dead because Inquisitor agent turnover rate, especially when Jim and Selena are on the case, is quite high.
Harsh but fair.
It's like that scene in that Tom Cruise film where Mission Impossible, the first one, where all of the agents just get killed because they get betrayed. Only this time, Jim and Selena don't know they're betraying everyone. They're just
Jim and Selena walking around with a list, like, yep.
Yep. So yes, they found out that the list was the agent assigned to give them the list of targets to kill was kidnapped, and they replaced the agent with someone working for them and gave them a fake list. They got the real list, and Selena and oh god, what was the other? Sorry, it was Korik. Selena and Korik went off to scope out places to make sure that the targets on their list were where they were, giving them the time to do what they need to do with them, I guess. Probably kill them, I guess. And Jim went off with Valentine. They had a very interesting talk about heresy and chaos and truth and lies and a whole load of things where Jim basically felt like he was being told off by his favorite teacher. That's actually I was just thinking about it. That's exactly the feeling I got watching that. Was like your favorite teacher who you really respect starts telling you off, and you're like, I'm actually going to think about this seriously for once.
Yeah.
And then Core turned up and was like, I kind of like this guy. He's a little bit strong, and punched a hole in reality, opened up a rift to a demon world, and shoved Valentine through, and said, because of Valentine's sacrifice, he'll allow Jim just a little bit of time. And that's where we leave off. Jim, you got your lists. You have both of your seals.
Yeah. It's time for Jim to find Selena.
Yeah.
It says in third person for some reason.
I've always assumed that Jim just speaks in third person.
We're having breakfast in the hood. Jim likes porridge.
I think there's probably been a moment of just genius where Jim spoke in sixth person, like third person squared. Yeah, Jim, there is a meeting point, and Selena, I will have you roll to see how you did on your mission. But for now, let's get you two together so there's not too much wandering around the city. Who knows what trouble you get into?
We will bet.
You both meet up at the safe house, which you have requisitioned for a small amount of time. Tell me, do either of you remember your code phrase, and password?
Oh, we definitely had a new one, didn't we? And I wrote it on a piece of paper, and then I used that piece of paper for painting.
I know what it is.
The password went in one of Jim's ears and straight out the other.
Something good, like smart, which is why we forgot. So I'm just gonna go with. Are you a heretic?
No, that didn't work. Remember how that didn't work?
But this time I'm checking for scrutiny.
Okay.
I know heretics can't lie.
Would you like to remember in character, either of you?
Yes, I would like
I
to
don't
try.
think Jim would. No, Jim's just in there going, no, I'm not a heretic. Why can't I get in?
Okay, so Selena, the phrase is what's easy to get into but hard to get out of.
Oh, handcuffs, yeah, I remember.
No, it's not handcuffs. It's trouble.
Oh, no, wasn't it? That's not what it was.
The joke was that Jim was gonna forget and say handcuffs.
Oh, that was the answer. That's what I wrote down.
The answer is trouble.
Oh,
It's easy to get into but hard to get out of. Oh,
also handcuffs.
I mean, it depends if you have the key, if you're willing to break your thumbs or like shoot your arm off. I mean, you know, it's like there's a whole load of intricacy to handcuffs apparently.
Okay, trouble. Got it.
There's a knock at the door, Selena.
And I say, what's easy to get? No, wait. Easy to get into, but hard to get out of.
Jim definitely will say, handcuffs.
Oh, Jim, it's you. Okay.
That works.
That's not actually the answer, Jim, but only you would say handcuffs, so I suppose it still works.
What do you mean that's not the answer? They really are difficult to get out of. Have you seen what I've done to my thumbs to make it easier to get out of them?
I have. But also trouble, and we're pretty good at getting into that as well.
Anyway, Selena, we need to talk.
Yes, we do.
It's about heresy.
But yeah, most of our conversations are about heresy.
This one's about more heresy. Should we sit? Should we take a seat?
Okay. If you like a drink, you don't like, you need a drink.
No, I'd rather stay clear-headed for this one.
Okay.
He will take one of his las guns though and just put it on the table between us, handle towards Selena.
Okay. I have my own, you know.
I know. But my guns only shoot heretics. Selena, I've had interactions with chaos demons.
Well, we all have.
Like conversations.
Okay. Hands go onto the table.
I lost Valentino.
Valentine.
Valentine. I don't know why I made him Italian. Look. He told me something. He also told me not to show anyone this, but Selena, I trust you more than anyone else. He gave me his purity seal. I pull out his purity seal and put it on the desk. He said that I'm at a fork in a road, and that I need to make a decision. I'll pull out the chaos seal and put the chaos seal on the desk as well.
Okay.
Look, back on the planet with the Grey Knights, I panicked. I didn't know the Grey Knights were going to arrive, and I thought we were going to die, so I submitted to the demon. I'm going to pull up that mysterious long-sleeve shirt that appeared and show the chaos mark.
Uh-huh.
Okay, what does this look like? Because I've blocked it out. I've never heard it described. I've covered my ears each time.
It's almost a little bit like a half moon that ends in a little like curvy tail with a solid kind of circle at the bottom of it. It looks a little bit like a flame. It's blue, purpley, shifts colors a little bit between blue and purple. A little bit of pink seeps in, maybe.
Point is, they marked me. One way or another, I'm probably a double agent at this point. Whether that's a... Well... The Chaos Demons think that I'm theirs, but also know that I'm questioning them that strongly. Truth is, Selena, I hate heresy. All of the actual heresy, but I'm not so with the Inquisition that I'm ready to give my life like Valentine is.
There are easier ways to get out of the Inquisition than...
I wasn't trying to get out of the Inquisition. Like I said, I hate heresy. I belong here. I just wasn't. I didn't lie when I said I was scared, Selena.
Jim, you're my best friend. Why have you taken this long to tell me?
Well,
I trust you with my life, and you've been putting my life in jeopardy.
I know that. I'm sorry.
Well, how do we remove this thing from your arm?
Well, Valentine suggested that we go back to the Inquisition. Submit myself to their will. He even gave me his book. On the last page, it's got a recommendation.
That sounds really dumb. Just putting that out there. They will just destroy you on sight. It doesn't matter what's in a book. You'll go there, you'll say, hey, whoops-a-daisy, accidentally made a deal with Heresy, and you'll get shot in the face. And they'll probably shoot me in the face as well because, well, they blow up planets just, in case. So
Maybe there's another way. Valentine was talking about taking a middle path, straddling the line between chaos and order. He had both seals. He was able to do it. He said that you can't fight an enemy unless you truly understand them, and you can't truly understand them unless you're willing to make sacrifices. Or at least that's the gist of it.
well, if you're going to walk this line, you're going to need someone with you to make sure you don't fall on the wrong side of it. Because, let's face it, Jim, you're pretty good at giving in to some temptations. Drugs, for example. And I'm pretty good at resisting the temptations. There are many times when I could have given in to it, and I didn't.
Roll me a deceive. You had a long conversation with that painting.
I didn't know he was naked.
even still.
I was more curious. It was a scientific thing.
That sounds like giving in to temptation to me. Yeah. No, she's right. She's always resisted temptation.
Yeah.
Never once has she talked to a naked painting
Exactly.
that was gyrating.
The point is, I didn't get any tattoos, and that's...
Yeah, no, I agree, Selena. I mean, I've always been impressed with your composure around Musculius. Even when he was pulling the wool over our eyes and
I'm so
standing
angry
there.
about that. That's a different discussion altogether, but yes.
Yeah, we'll get onto that one after this one.
Looks like we got a nerf.
I feel like a fool, Selena. I should have trusted you earlier.
Yes, you should have. Though, to be completely honest, a lot's happened in the last couple of days, and if you had come to me straight away, I may have reacted differently. So, maybe now is the right time to discuss these things. But I will stand by you for as long as I can. And if I comes to a point where I can't help you, then I'll kill you as a friend.
I appreciate that.
Well, I know you do the same for me.
Looks like we got a nerf friend.
Well, look, full disclosure, I've got the list that Valentine had about all of the agents. The Chaos Mark was telling me to deliver the list to them.
Okay.
I also keep ignoring orders from the Chaos Mark, so
That's probably going to bring them to our doorstep at some point very soon.
yeah.
Did
Welcome to
Did
the
you
Academy.
mention what happened to Valentine?
I've just left it as I lost him.
Okay. I was just wondering.
So, what's the plan? How do we get this thing off your arm? Who do we need to kill?
Good question.
Probably
So-
need to bring some people in. I mean, we're
Yeah.
good, but we probably need some extras.
Yeah,
We
definitely.
don't tell them why we're killing.
I think we should definitely go about killing the actual heretics. We should definitely deliver the list.
The Inquisitor list.
Yeah, to the Inquisition.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying to the Chaos then. I thought, oh, no, this has gone wrong already.
no, not to the Chaos. I'll belay one more order. Hopefully the next one will be an easier one to...
Can we fake a list to give to your chaotic brethren?
Can I look at this list? Can I scrutinize it?
Sure.
I'm looking to see if it was like... Because if it looks like it was written by Zezef or something, then...
If it was written by either of them, it'd probably be written by Core. But honestly, it's pretty good fake. It looks just like the real list.
Yeah. And maybe we could fake a list.
You know,
Uh,
that will keep them off your back. We could just make up some names.
sounds like you guys need to come up with a plan, sit down, really hash it out, figure out how to conceal the fact that you're in the crap with the demons. You know, orders are gonna be coming through. It's gonna be hectic. And Jim, your arm itches. The tattoo shifts.
What the frack is that?
It forms into words.
See, this
They
is how it
are-
comes through.
They are demonic. Selena, you have no idea what it says or anything like that. Jim, it says kill her.
Yeah, we need to get this thing off my wrist right now.
Who can we ask? Who isn't going to be like, why are you asking that, strange person? Do we know any experts in chaos theory?
There's this
I
guy
heard of one
called...
man. His name is Hawking.
I was watching Jurassic Park earlier today, so I was thinking about.
I know a man, a sexy man. He also doesn't wear a shirt. What is this with my knowledge of men without shirts?
I'm just wondering, maybe worst comes to worst, if you amputate the limb, does the heresy stay in the body? I mean,
And that should probably be our last resort. I guess you probably need that arm.
it's just ordered me to kill you, Selena. Which means it can see what we're doing, I guess.
Maybe, or at least here.
As you are sitting at a table with Jim's arm and the tattoo out, probably just about to start really discussing exactly what your plan is and how to deal with hiding this from the Inquisition and dealing with the demon and all of those kind of things. There's a knock at the door. Boop, boop, boop.
Put your sleeve down. Yes. What is easy to get into, hard to get out of? Remembered it the right way around this first time.
You guys have the password. You know it's trouble.
Trouble.
Yep, that is correct. You can come in.
Is that correct? I thought it was handcuffs.
No, for you it's handcuffs. For everyone else it's trouble.
Handcuffs.
And
You Razorback.
two figures walk in. These are your two assigned agents for the next part of your mission.
Excellent.
If you guys would like to describe yourselves, please feel free, as much or little detail as you like.
Sure. So as far as I'm concerned, I can understand what this character looks like. They have like a big scarf around their neck, and they're wearing like very, very baggy clothes. They have grayish skin, completely hairless, with big old violet eyes. They are, you probably would recognize them as Voidborn. And they seem rather vacant and smiling and really lanky.
Jim will give you an appraising nod, also a Voidborn. Keeps most of his skin covered. Okay, the smile's creepy.
There is a robed figure standing behind Zan. Very much in the vein of what a Mechanicus would believe a normal person looks like. 2 arms, 2 legs, but covered in fabric head to toe, in a bright scarlet and brocade, in the style of the Adeptus Mechanicus, the bottom half of his face veiled.
Ah, hello.
Welcome, friends. Welcome.
Yes.
So, in this instance, you both have not received any orders except for back up the team and, execute the orders they've been given. So, you don't have anything specific you need to do in terms of give them information. You're literally just here to be like, hey, we heard there was heresy and would like to help you.
Excellent.
I'm here to take a bullet for you.
You will come in very handy, I am sure.
I would like to avoid taking a bullet, but if I can help in other ways, that would be fine. Of course, Happy, of course.
So our missions, we have many. One, we have been tasked to hunt down and kill a specific heretic by the name of Musculus Regularis I don't know what his real name is. Mr. Muscles, we call him.
Would you like the actual name?
It's Mar something regularis. I don't fucking know. MRM.
Would you like the actual name?
No. I no longer care.
Okay. Yeah.
Marius Regularis Musculius, right?
Get to me.
Marius Regulus Musculius.
Yeah, that's roughly right. I just made it a bit more Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I always think of Activius yogurt.
Well,
Sanctuaris regularis.
Digestible.
That's one of our missions. We have another mission, which is to hunt down all of these heretics on this list, which we were given earlier on today. And then we have another one, which is find out as much as we can about chaos, because without understanding chaos, we cannot defeat chaos. And so we are looking for someone who is an expert in chaos.
Thank you very much for the raid links and friends. Welcome, raiders. Wonderful to see you all.
I will give you this from GM to player. That's pretty heretical to say, so you may not want to include that in your
Very
welcome.
confused with what's heresy now.
The-
What can I say then that hints at that without actually saying it? Okay, we're looking for a specialist who knows stuff about heresy. We're going to kill him. Definitely going to kill this chaos guy that we
Okay.
find.
Yeah,
We're going to interrogate him. Find out what he knows.
that works. Basically, if you're like, we're open to heresy, it's gonna be
We're
like,
not open to heresy. Hate it real bad. But we do need to find this expert in chaos theory so we can interrogate him, find the information, and then kill him. There are missions, so, you know, whatever you want to help us with, what do you think you'll be best at?
we'll see.
Passable with security systems. I'd be happy to try and locate some information for you.
Perfect. Cool. So we should go and track down a chaos theory expert and execute them, but first interrogate them for all their information.
What kind of information are we trying to retrieve?
What type of information are we trying to retrieve? Well, anything we can. We don't really know much, and we don't like to know much because knowing too much is heresy. We just know that our mission is to extract the information.
Oh yeah,
About-
as a side note, I definitely would have hidden the seals when they came in as well.
well, one of the seals is an imperial seal. It's perfectly fine. The other one, not so much.
Doesn't matter. Would have hidden
Yeah.
both of them.
Alrighty.
Everything into a bag.
Into my pocket. It probably looks a lot like I was like getting dressed or something. It's like-
Is Jim so far gone that he picks up both seals and he doesn't know which the bad one is, and he's like, "Oh God, they look the same. I don't know which one is the bad one. Hide them both."
yeah.
So,
Mm.
although I would really love to just kill Mr. Muscles, we should definitely, I feel that time is of the essence, for no reason whatsoever, finding this chaos expert.
Okay, let's go.
Where might one start with such a quest?
Now, if we think about where a heretical individual might be located, there are several avenues we could go down. We could search for one that has already been detained and try and question them, although most heretics will not allow themselves to be taken alive, so that may be difficult. Alternatively, we could look for a heretic within some sort of safe house, perhaps hiding out with his comrades. But that would be far more difficult to locate in turn.
Oh, but we have a list of... Oh, maybe we can join these missions up. We have a list of heretics, known heretics.
Hmm.
You have
Useful. Are there any academics?
I have no idea. I just know their name. The list just says their names, right?
names, locations.
So we know where they live. We can go to them, interrogate them. Are you an academic? No. Well, you're dead. You should have said yes.
Can I scrutinize that list of heretics? Because, like, we were given that as, like, a reaction. Like, where's the real list?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, Jim is questioning everything. Everything now. So I've just taken a level in scrutiny. I want to scrutinize everything. I want to scrutinize the list.
Sure, you can scrutinize that list. Hell yes. It's a list of names. Loads of different names. How much do you know about this planet and specifically this city? like important people, possible heretic.
I know Vindictus.
That's the Inquisitor. He's not on the list.
Would I be able to access some kind of directory?
Yes.
And
yes,
look up the names?
Absolutely.
Would that be a tech use?
You'd have to go somewhere to access. You'd need. I mean, you could get a basic list of citizenry. It's not extensive. The more, the less legal side of the city, the Underhive especially, wouldn't list the people who are here. But you could get a list of people to go more like. If you're looking for people in positions of authority, you're going to have to go somewhere a bit more official, a bit more, yeah. So you could kind of, you could log into a kind of local database for the city, in general, but you wouldn't get anyone like high, you know. It would just be basically searching for names, and they may or may not turn up.
There's locations with the names as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to propose that then. Perhaps if we access the databases held by the authorities, cross-reference the locations, the names, and the lists of the citizenry, we might be able to find out things like their occupation and locate some likely candidates for interrogation.
This sounds like a good plan. Excellent. Do you know how to do those things?
If we can find a Adeptus Custodes station, we should be able to talk our way in and gain access to their databases.
Excellent. Then we have part one of a plan.
I'm going to draw my sidearm, my hand cannon, and just say, we have part two of a plan as well.
Selena, for just a quick second, thinks they're going to shoot me and Jim.
Yeah. The thought went through my head too.
Okay.
It's one.
I think Jim probably grabs the gun off the table, like, to draw, and then realizing that they're not drawing is just like, whoa, yeah, part two.
like holsters it. Let's go get Heresy, covering the moment.
Yeah, completely, like, literally fumbles it, ends up holding the gun like this, like, yep.
Yes.
I'm not
Sorry.
jumpy, you're jumpy. What?
Yeah.
I want to say, Scrat, that even though it did not work, I'm proud of you for wanting to just double check the list. Because it's very possible that this is a fake list.
Are you positively reinforcing my scrutiny despite
Yeah. Like, the thing is I wondered whether anyone would be like, hey, wait a second, is this second list real? Because they could totally have a second fake list in case their agent was captured. Maybe they wanted their agent to be captured so that we get the fake second real list. But I also knew that you hadn't investigated this city or world or anything, so the names would mean nothing to you. So I was like, oh, I feel bad.
But good job anyway. Gold star.
And also, another thing, I'm going to do a little more positive reinforcement. I like how you compared both of the lists. Again, they look identical, like it's a really good copy, but if they're both fake, that doesn't really mean much. So, yeah.
Cool.
Essentially.
Yeah. So I think with that information, then I think that Jim would be like, we should probably be. There's been some question over the lists. I won't lie to you two. Some of the Inquisition's been infiltrated. There may be some double agents at work. In fact, I know for a fact that there is at least 1 or 2 double agents at work.
That is accurate.
I'm not even going to have you roll deceive on that one. That's very true.
Do you know who these individuals are?
Yeah, we kill them.
Not yet. They are under surveillance. We have the people. Yeah, we know who they are.
Could I suggest a line here?
Yeah.
Just because we're watching them so closely. They're right under our noses.
We did kill one. We did kill one who caused trouble, but sometimes knowing who your enemy's spies are means you can feed them the information you want your enemy to know. It's high-tier Inquisitor stuff.
Yeah.
A cutting fun.
I'm sorry, I thought you were going to say it's high noon. I was just like, no. It's high noon.
High noon somewhere in the world.
Would you guys like to go and execute plan fix everything?
Yeah.
Yes,
Plan
please.
chaos theory. That's what this is.
Plan bandage up the Inquisition.
The Inquisition's fine, honestly. Like this sector's in trouble, and your specific inquisitorial cell is not doing great. But okay, you head to a. Do you want to go to like a kind of more info booth, or like more of an official administratum type building?
I feel like official might be.
Official will get you more information. It will just be a little harder to get into.
I feel like our 2 new companions will be able to help us there.
You are you expecting them to get you in socially in some kind of charm or persuasion vein?
Oh no, that's obviously my job.
Yeah. Okay.
But they might be able to get us in some other way.
Yes. You know the locations. They're always fairly common knowledge. It's not hard to get. And you walk in. There is a slightly frustrated, short, very, very short man sitting behind a desk, tip-tapping away. Yes? 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 How can I help you?
We need a info booth type thing. We are doing some very important research, and we need a computer thing.
Okay, give me your credentials.
My name is Selena Echo Dubrovna. What?
Papers. Give me your papers that you have signed to let you use the official network.
Well, I don't have them, but I do have this rather nifty backpack with a big insignia on it. Look, that's how important I am.
Perfect. Go away.
Would I be carrying any kind of inquisitorial seal or anything like
Wait,
that
we
as a
have an
marker?
inquisitorial seal. We have a seal of some description. Jim!
You don't. You have an imperial seal, slightly different. And also you guys are undercover, so this is like deep enemy territory as far as the Inquisition can tell. So anyone official you talk to could be a heretic, and then flashing an Inquisition seal is like probably risky.
Dang.
Well, goodbye.
Is that your data booth?
Yes.
Did you modify it yourself?
No.
Really? Who modified your data booth?
No one, to my knowledge.
That seems rather convenient. It's your data booth after all.
Well, I just work here. It's not.
No. You were quite clear on your ownership of this data booth. You're responsible for it.
I mean, I don't believe I said
No, I believe you said this was your data booth. This is extremely unusual. Why do you have it modified in this way?
I'm
going to have to insist on an answer.
It must have been the person who was working here before me.
That seems awfully convenient.
And
How long have you been working at this data booth?
Maybe 4 or 5 months.
4 or 5 months? You're suggesting that Tech Heresy went unnoticed for 4 or 5 months?
Well, you see,
you were working here.
Well, we haven't had a regular...
Step away from the data booth.
Okay.
I'm going to try.
I'm going to step in and try and interface with the data booth.
Oh no, you will need to roll me something first.
I imagine I will.
Roll me a command.
That'll be with my minus 20.
Mm-hmm.
Target modifier 0.
You do have 2 advantages as well.
Oh, I'm using one. Possibly both. Let's see. Yes.
You have to hit an 8. Okay.
Oh, a target of 8.
Oh.
That's rough.
God help me. And tell why, that's a target modifier of minus 40, isn't it?
No, it's just a standard,
Okay.
standard roll. Okay, I have good news and I have bad news.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get 10 degrees of failure because you rolled with advantage, so you get the 4 degrees of failure instead.
Which is substantially better.
Yes. And also, I'm going to guess that you took a couple of very specific skills to level up, and you ignored some of the other ones.
Might have done.
Yeah. It's like Scrat with his sleight of hand. He's like, I'm never going to be comfortable with this sleight of hand again. Okay, so. Well, I appreciate your strength of feeling, but I don't know who you are, and I have no credentials from you. Anyone can wear a silly robe.
That's valid.
Thank you. See? There's someone here who's sensible.
Did you just refer to the official clothing and uniform of the Adeptus Mechanicus as silly?
Yes.
Your flesh is silly.
Your face is silly. What are you going to do now?
This is getting out of hand.
Yeah, while they're arguing, can I just I don't know.
What would you like to do?
Just wherever I was trying to get through to, I just want to try and go there.
Oh, are we doing this is a distraction, I will use this. Have you put your hand in anyone's pockets yet?
Not yet.
That's a great distraction. Roll me a... Is it silent move or stealth? I can never remember.
That's still the best reaction to being pickpocketed. Why is your hand in my pocket? Well, that's where hands go.
What's your hand in my pocket?
It was empty.
Yeah.
Yeah, Selina's gone. You would all notice this, I think, but you don't see her leave.
I'll 100% be leaning into the distraction with Regulus. Look, we don't want to have to turn you in, you know. The more you help us, the better it is for everyone, really.
I mean, I've already pushed the button for the Arbiter, so they'll be here soon.
Excellent, they can question you.
Or they will question you.
Oh, I'm sure they will. But that's...
Suggesting.
I'm more concerned about your escape. No, I think we'll remain here and continue to monitor your heretical activity.
I'm typing. I'm working on my data slate. That is it.
I've heard the pen's mightier than the sword. What are you working on?
I'm just filling out some forms.
Ah, paperwork.
Selena, you've got through, so
Excellent.
we'll get to you momentarily.
Can I try to follow Selena?
Yeah, roll me the stealth.
Thank you very much, Todd, who comes in with 100 biddies. I can't remember what we said biddies do in this one. Like 1 point temporary HP, maybe? Is that a thing?
You do have fate points, so you can re-roll that if you would like.
I want to succeed on that.
Can it help me get rid of my corrupt?
Oh, your auto succeed?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just gone. You weren't joining in with the I don't know if it's a distraction or a legitimate attempt to get someone in trouble, but I have a question for Jim and for Regulus. Are you guys actually staying here until the Arbiter turn up?
I'm going to take my lead from Jim.
Okay.
That's a terrible sentence.
That's a terrible, terrible sentence. Do
So,
I actually
a
have
demon
any...
turns up and is like, "Yo, do you want to be a heretic?" And you say yes. There you go.
Not quite how it happened, but similar.
Yeah, no, sorry, you summoned the demon, didn't
I
you?
did, yeah. Do we actually have any official paperwork?
No.
No.
You're like deep undercover. You're you're on a hostile planet almost at this point.
Ah, yeah.
How crowded is the area we're in?
Oh, this is like this is kind of like not a reception area, but just the first bit you walk into for this building. There's lots of more stuff inside, but it's just this guy here. You assume he's just getting some paperwork out of the way. Kind of works as a bit of a receptionist almost.
So there's nobody else in, say, direct line of sight?
Oh yeah, there's people like down the hall, walking in and out. You hear noise from the office is like inside.
Oh, there goes that idea.
So would you guys like to stay till the Arbiter turn up? I mean, you've infiltrated the building, Selena, so...
Yeah, no, I'm saying for them, don't do it.
I mean...
I can't do another Prison Break episode.
I don't know what the worst that would happen could be.
Would you like me to tell you?
I mean, what would Jim be thinking about the Arbiter right now?
Jim would be thinking, I have been briefed on how this entire planet is corrupt. It is the most corrupted. It would make sense if the Arbiter were also corrupt. So it doesn't really matter if you're in the right or wrong, even if you if you had an inquisitorial badge and you flashed it, that may make things worse in this situation. So
I'll sort of like, I'm gonna be like,
look, we're just gonna wait right over there. Regulus, come with me.
over there. Okay. Well.
Oh, my face, silly.
He did. But also, if the Arbiter actually turn up, they're probably corrupt as all hell.
A valid point.
We're undercover.
Let's go.
How'd you leave?
On foot.
You just like walk out the building. You're like, okay, and then get outside, just leg it.
Look around and go, where the fuck's Selena gone?
Okay. That didn't go terribly. Do you want to make your way back to the safe house and wait on Selena and Zan?
I think I would suggest that we remain nearby, but out of sight.
Can that be like a cafe across the road or something?
I mean, that's not really out of sight.
Sometimes plain sight is the best place to hide.
Not in
Okay.
these robes.
Would you like to sit down at some kind of? It probably wouldn't be a cafe. It's a slightly nicer area. So, yeah, there'd be places that weren't absolutely terrible serving food and drink, etc.
Ed has just come in with a £50 donation so that everyone can have a random roll on the random roll table, sheepy, sort of like we spoke about last week where you did some crazy stuff.
Okay.
You remember?
Oh, that's where I got my cool backpack.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Woof. So yes. Tell me what you would like to do. Are you heading back to the? Are you staying in the area? Are you going with Jim's plan?
I'll go with Jim's plan.
You want to?
I could
sit-
really do with a nice, honestly, I get these terrible cravings, and coffee really helps that sometimes.
Keeps the demons at bay.
Roll me.
Art imitates life.
Roll me a logic or an intelligence -20.
Well, that's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Both of us?
Good roll, Regulus. You don't see anyone else around here with big, very obvious red robes. And you're sitting like a street away from where you just are having the arbiter called in on you. It would be a matter of seconds for them to walk outside, look around, and go, "Oh, that's the two people that was described to us. Let's go and arrest them." And it's a good thing you succeeded at that.
I perhaps stick out somewhat. Perhaps better if I sit inside.
That's a good plan, actually. I wonder if there's upstairs seating. Perhaps we could get a seat by the window and keep an eye on the place, see if they actually call the arbiter.
Perhaps not too close to the window.
Yeah, maybe we should hide your robe somewhere.
Not wearing much under the robes.
He's possibly more conspicuous with his robes off.
Yeah.
I do keep my face veiled for a reason.
I bet.
The mechadendrites do tend to unsettle the uninitiated.
Yeah. Okay, look, let's get the coffee to go and hell, Selena's a trained agent, so is that Zan, right? Let's
He's high as shit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not necessarily a problem. Let's head back to the safe house.
Yes.
I'll grab my espresso to go, please.
Sure. Let me just make a roll. Yeah, you go and get something to drink very quickly, and then are you heading back to the safe house? and then you head back to the safe house. Selena and Zan. Sorry. How are you guys doing? What are you?
Well, I got past them, realised that everyone else has not, well, apart from Zan, is with me, and I realised that I know nothing about computers at all.
Uh-huh.
So,
I'm really smart.
Excellent. I mean, I'm smart. I didn't say I wasn't smart. I just, don't understand computers. So, Zan, over to you. We're going to casually, look like we belong.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Everyone's very busy, and it's not too difficult to seem like you belong. I assume you'd like to find a cubicle or just a computer of some type that is unattended.
Yes,
Roll
please.
in awareness, both of you.
Dang.
Dang.
I'd like to use a fate point, please.
Uh-huh. That is fair enough.
Yes.
There it is. Right there.
Rolled exactly the number you needed.
Yeah.
Fate.
There's
Must find this computer.
You see someone like down the end of the hall. It's a bit more isolated. Like step out and then head kind of out towards the front door to leave. You assume they're going for their lunch break. They're probably going to get a coffee or something to go, I imagine.
No, they won't need to go upstairs, then it's fine. Okay. Yeah, duck into there.
Okay. Jump on this kind of data slate computer setup. Whoever wants to start doing searching, I assume you have the list with you?
Yes.
Okay. Roll me a take you with a... Let me just double check this. Yes, roll me a take use.
Zan, you want to take over?
Yeah. There we go.
Uh-huh.
Oh, dang.
You have fate points if you'd like to reroll.
Okay. I will use them then. Let's see if it's worse.
Zan,
Uh-huh.
I also fail.
would you like to use a fate point too, Selena?
I'll try one more, yeah. Let's see. Well...
The target's 11, so...
Do you feel lucky?
You were close. You were really close. Zan, I get the feeling that you've never used a computer in your life.
Likely.
Selena, you both are awesome at stealthing and get slipping in unseen. What you didn't think was neither of us really know how these we use them every now and then, but we can't do.
That's Reggie. He knows what to do. I don't know how to do that stuff.
Where is he? Oh, how big is this data pad thing?
It's like a kind of equivalent of a big set of screens and input station and.
Not an iPad then.
No.
Damn it!
Also, you'd probably, even if it was an iPad, you'd have to unplug it from the network. So you'd effectively have a data slate, but no actual
data
access to.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Wow.
At least you're not alone.
It's true. That's true. At least we're here together.
Yeah.
The degrees of awkward just increase very slightly. It's there's a chaotic clock somewhere with an awkward meter, and it just ticks.
Yes.
So let's just leave.
I mean, I don't know how to use this thing. I could turn it on, but then This is very annoying. I might just look out the door and just see if there's someone that looks smart and see if maybe I can convince them to come and help me.
Roll me a scrutiny. To look for someone smart. That person looks smart. They have
Glasses.
popular things, and they have files all over the there.
You, pencil
What?
pusher.
What?
Come
What?
Here. Come in here. I need help.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. What seems to be the problem? Sorry. Who are you? I don't believe I've seen you here before.
Close the door. Stand in front of the door.
Okay.
Hi. We're having trouble logging into our computer, and we need you to help us.
Pretty sure this is.
We're having trouble logging into our computer.
But I've been in this office before. This is Jemimus's office.
And he has lent it to me.
I'm Jemimus.
There he is. He's he's not.
I'm just not wearing a hat.
Full disclosure, that one thing he said was a lie.
I did. I lied. I'm sorry. I don't know what they're doing.
What's going on?
I'll take your files from you. There we go.
No, I need those.
No, it's okay.
Is this a robbery? Because we don't have anything.
I'm not trying to rob it. I just need information, and I need you to get it for me.
Yes,
Make
please.
it work.
But
if you're so kind.
I'm quite intelligent.
Good.
We need
So
that.
am I, just not at computers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm quite intelligent, and it's easy enough for me to figure out that you don't work here. And
I haven't told you I did work here.
Okay.
What I need you to turn on the computer.
And why would I do that?
What's
Because
your
I'm
name?
telling you
I
to.
want to be your friend. What's your name?
Yeah, good cop, bad cop.
Sorry, I can't with Scrat. Okay, give me a sec.
I like him. Or her. Them.
Him.
Great people.
Joseph.
Great name, Joseph.
Thank
I'm
you.
Zan.
Hello, Zan.
I really need you to help me.
Okay. Sorry, I was expecting more of a reason than just a statement of fact.
I need to get in the computer.
But you're not allowed.
Please?
It's a interesting argument. Roll me a charm with a -10.
Mm-hmm. And then what's his target modifier? I say -10?
Yes. Yes, -10.
Perfect. Did I win?
In a very specific way, yes. In a very specific way, yes, you did. As convincing as that argument is, I'm going to say no.
I respect that's valid.
Thank you. What is happening?
I need to get onto that computer. I can't get onto it. I need you to get onto it for me. It's very simple.
No! How? No!
I'm going to pull out my las pistol. Do it now.
Roll me an intimidate. With a +20 for gun.
Yay, gun 20. Oh no! I rolled a 99. Fuck. Damn it! I've got
Gun
one
just
more fate
disassemble
point.
on its way.
Fate point.
Yeah, if you didn't re-roll, that was just going to maybe you'll crit. No, just failed.
Too short to intimidate people.
I'll tell you this: is if you If you hadn't have re-rolled, your gun would have fallen apart in your hands.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Yeah. Okay, sure, absolutely. What do you need?
I need you to. Well, for starters, just log me into the damn thing. I can't log in.
Oh, okay. Right. All right. And he goes over and starts. There. Is that it?
Where would I need to do a search on some names on a list. Where would I go to for that? Open up the app for me.
Okay. What names? What?
I'm not telling you the names.
I
Just
need.
open it up for me. Make it do the thing.
I can't enter the names if you don't give me the names.
You just got the app. I could type in the names myself.
No, I don't think you can.
I know. I've got them written here. Like I can.
Yeah, you've got them written, but you don't know how to operate the clicky clacky thing.
Hasn't it got a keyboard?
Not really. It's like a complicated. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give you some names. You need to forget them straight afterwards.
I don't think that's possible. I'm very intelligent.
Gonna have to learn how to lie to people, because if you can't forget them, I'm going to have to kill you afterwards.
Then don't tell me.
But I need to search for them, and you just told me I don't have to do it.
You're not convincing. You're very bad at convincing. I just want to get out of here alive. What's happening?
That's a valid point. Me too.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Alive.
No, it's fine. I'll open up the. Okay, click, click, clack, 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 clack. Okay. How about I teach you how to enter the names, and then I don't need to hear the names.
Joey, that's awful kind of you.
Yes. Teach us.
Okay, thank you. No one's ever called me Joey before. And then like okay, so this section here, like you make it larger, and then you see this big box here. You hit it, and he presses it, and an alarm goes off over the entire building.
Hit him on the back of the head with my pistol.
Sure, he's knocked out.
What a dick! I search his body for any sort of paperwork type things. I'm just going to search his body, please.
Okay, roll me a. Is there a search skill or is it?
I don't know.
I take his shoes.
Okay.
You take his shoes. Yes, take his shoes, and he can't chase after us.
Roll me a sleight of hand for Zan and a scrutiny for Selena.
Hope they're not tied.
Crit success. They are hella tied. You get a finger like tied up in it, and you're like swearing, and you're like
these shoes.
You're like this, and like his foot is going up and down with you, and it's making it harder for Selena. Luckily,
I just feel like I'm watching Jim with handcuffs, but it's Sam with shoes. It's all. What is it with you people?
I mean, Selena, you crit success on searching this dude. You find papers.
I take
like a receipt for coffee. There's a coffee.
I don't take that. I take any money that he has because this guy's a dick.
Okay.
He doesn't deserve the money that he owns.
Would you like to also extend that scrutiny crit success to taking his shoes? Because
Yes.
Zan's has shoes.
I take his shoes and I give them to Zan and say, "There you go."
Okay, Zan, you have the shoes.
Perfect.
And he's knocked unconscious. I roll him under the desk.
Okay.
And then I just smash the computer a bit because I don't know how to turn it off and I don't want people to know what we were looking for.
Okay, you smash the computer.
And then I say, well, we tried real
We
hard.
did.
Roll me a D100.
Honest try. Yeah.
Remind me how I do this in Roll20 again, sorry.
I'll do it for you. It's okay.
My iPad doesn't like.
Would you like to re-roll that? I'll allow either of you to use a fate point to re-roll that if you have fate points left. There's been a lot of re-rolling.
I could do that. You only use one, right?
Every time you re-roll, yeah, you
Yeah,
use
I
one.
could use one. Sure.
You'd like to re-roll? Okay, roll me a D100 then, Zan.
I will.
Okay. It's good. Nothing happens. Something was going to happen if the roll was bad, but nothing happens.
Okay. We just casually walk out like we know. We go, oh, there's an alarm going off. How peculiar. And we just walk out real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me willpower, both of you. Nice. Damn, yeah. You blend into the crowd that are leaving because he hit the fire alarm.
Oh, fire alarm.
Yeah. He was panicking and you didn't intimidate him very well.
Well, he's going to regret that when he wakes up with no money and a sore head and no shoes.
Yeah,
on
he's going
fire,
to
too.
walk home barefoot, the dick.
That'll learn him. I hope it rains.
May your path home be strewn with broken glass.
So then I'm just going to be like, Jim? That... When...
I always...
Exactly the way you would expect it would go.
Sorry, Selena, I always figured we've got these damn things. You made me jump every time.
Yeah, did not go to plan. Yeah, that alarm? Yeah, that was us. So, where are you?
Is that a fire alarm?
Yeah, it turns out it is. Everyone's making their way to the safety point right now.
Doesn't that mean the building's empty? Can't you just help yourself to all the secret files?
Yeah, it does. I turn around and I'm like, come with us, Jim, wherever you are.
The safety point is like right outside the front door.
It's fine. I haven't made it all the way out the door yet. I go, oh, my handbag.
Okay. At this moment in time, I have to tell you that both Regulus and Jim are back at the safe house. They've taken like
coffee shop.
5 or 10-minute walk, etc. You have already tried to access the consoles. It did not go well.
Did not. Okay.
You can run back inside if you like. I just want you to think about what you're going to do before you do.
No. What was the name of that guy? Joey? Something kind of that.
Joseph. Yeah.
Joseph.
As we walk past all the people, like going, oh, what's going on? I'll just be like, but it was that Joseph again. He's a troublemaker. He's always like saying that he's going to set off a fire alarm so he doesn't have to work.
Smoking in the bathroom.
Smoking in a bathroom. That's what I think it is. Disgusting.
Roll me a deceive.
I can do that. Right? I can do that. I'm sure I can do that. I did do that.
You could do that. Selena had issues.
Nice. That's also the third 69 Selena's rolled this campaign.
Yeah. Mr. Musculius must be somewhere near, exuding his charm. So a couple of people look at you weird, and they're like, "I don't know anyone named Joseph."
Well, you're lucky. And then we carry on to the safe house.
Yeah, it's just like, anyway, it's coffee time when this building starts burning down. See you later. There is a knock at the door.
Hang on a minute. What's difficult to get out of, but easy to get into, like all the time?
Trouble, and also handcuffs.
Yeah, there we go.
You got that, guys.
So, did you get the information?
No.
Cool.
We realised that we don't know how the data pads work.
Selena and Zan have come in. Selena has random folders, and Zan has a pair of shoes.
They're really nice shoes.
Proudly.
Wallet.
And I imagine the laces are tied and slung around his shoulders.
So it didn't go quite to plan. But, you know, we might be lucky. There might be something in these files that's, you know, super bad. And I plonk all the files down on the
I've got
table.
the worst suspicion that these are just like tax records or something.
Yeah, that's what they got Bugsy Malone on.
Can we look through these?
Sure.
Let's compare them against our names on our list.
The first file is a very intricate detailing of the medical examination that someone called Joseph had been through recently. He had this weird rash that he was worried about, so he went to go see his medicus.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't touch him.
He punched him.
No, I hit him with my gun.
Oh.
Yeah, always with my gun.
Yeah.
You have a washroom in your hideout? I need to wash my hands.
Yeah.
Touch his feet.
Is Joey on the list?
No, he is not. It's so bizarre how this random person that's not on the list. Yes.
Yeah. So these files are no good to us.
There are more files. There are files detailing the proper filing of files. There's a set of files that go into intricate detail about fire safety regulations. Turns out that our Joseph here was the fire safety officer for the building. He's gonna get in some serious shit when they find out he did it just because he's being held at gunpoint by two crazy people.
Yep.
Who desperately wanted to get onto a computer, but wouldn't say why.
I didn't know he was a heretic. I couldn't tell him. Well, it did not go as well as, as I had hoped. Jim.
Tagline for the show. It didn't go as well as I hoped.
Yeah,
I can see that. Yep.
So, what is another plan for getting this information? Where else can we go? Preferably somewhere without so much security.
GP, you said there was like public data booths. Just the quality of the data would not be as good. Can I perhaps go for a little 15-minute wander and see what I can find?
Absolutely. Sure you can.
Would that be a tech use?
It would be a tech use. Yeah, Regulus stands up, doesn't say anything, just walks out the door. You're not sure where he's going or whether he'll be back.
I'll miss him.
It's an open question. Do I have any modifiers?
Not after what just happened, dude. No. There you go. It's a lot of degrees of success. Do you take the list with you?
Yes, I would have. Or I would at very least have memorized it.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. You could probably even note down the names in binary
I've probably encoded it somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, these are the prominent members of this large hive world. A couple of people, a few rungs down from the governor, in positions of there's the head of the Adeptus Arbiter. There's a couple of political figures. There's a couple of very, very rich people who make a lot of donations to the governor of the system. All these type of there are a few who are aren't found, but
I'm going to give long, hard thought to just going fuck this and leaving the planet.
Take a second.
Yeah.
Be nice.
Yeah. There's Garden World 2 systems over. I'm sure I could burn that down and turn it into something useful. Yeah, head back. I want to try and just gather as much information as possible, including anything I can get on the personal habits. If there's any kind of gossip columns or anything like that, any kind of like their interpersonal relationships between one another as well, and maybe see if there are any links or patterns between them, and then just and criminal history as well, if I can get any of that kind of information, and then just head back to the group with what I can find.
Sure. Yeah, and especially when you go through the criminal information, you find a couple more names that you hadn't found before, because you were mostly just kind of doing a broad search. When you actually go into, like, you know, the criminal database isn't extensive, but you know, you find a couple more names on your list. I'd say you probably have most likely about 75% of the names you've identified as and got information on.
Okay.
So I assume that everyone's going to be mentally licking their wounds for the next 15 minutes while Regulus goes off and does a little teching.
I'll be looking over these files in some detail. In fact, I might use my brand new scrutiny.
Okay,
just to see if Selena picked up anything useful.
Absolutely.
There's tons of useful information here. It's just not relevant to this particular situation. It's useful to someone.
Would you like me to tell you about his fungus foot?
No, this is fine.
For that.
But I imagine Jim spends a long time reading it just in case. Or perhaps he gets that morbid curiosity. You know?
Yeah.
Just starts reading and can't stop. Like, oh.
How did he get this? Why is it still here 6 months later?
So, Regulus returns back with information on a data slate.
Well, I have some good news, and some less good news. We've managed to establish who a number of these people are. There are a few shady characters, and a whole bunch of people with direct connections or loose connections to the planetary governor, and a few with connections to the system governor.
Also, all of them have been rumored in some ways, type, shape, or form in a few of the... You go back in the records a little bit, I think, for this, but there were a few newspapers or similar equivalents, kind of news, circulatory, you know, to circulate news places that existed but no longer exist. And you find a few articles on probably each of these ones you identify in the, like, positions of power where there's, like, rumors of corruption and the arbiter being called in, and then it was all kind of like, oh no, it was fine, there's nothing wrong.
All of the people on the list, the probably most challenging target and the one of most interest would be the head of the Adeptus Arbiter.
He hasn't had any criminal stuff, but that kind of makes sense. Whether he was, whether he was corrupt or not, not many people are going to go after him.
Okay. So we don't really want to get too closely involved in that. Perhaps the last target we hit.
Okay. So were there any that were, like, more academic at all? Who did we... What we were looking for?
Anybody in any kind of university or educational position? Anyone in a more sciencey aspect of the government?
There is one who is head of the Planetary Imperial Creed. the ecclesiarchy. No, not really ecclesiarchy, and it's not a very big faction from what you researched. It was more like because we're now with the Imperium, we have to have this, and so we're going to put someone in charge. So there is him. He's not specifically academic, but he is in that kind of area.
Probably quite well connected as well.
Most likely.
Might be.
It's a new position. Last couple of years opened up when the previous ecclesiarchy leader accidentally cut his own throat while shaving.
Not suspicious at all.
What happens?
Which one?
The head of the Imperial Creed.
The current one or the one who accidentally...
Oh, the current one. The one we can question.
His name is Petronius.
This Petronius fellow seems to be the most likely candidate. Not particularly highly placed, but well connected, in a more knowledgeable, if not academic, field. May have some information of interest.
There was nobody from the Mechanicus on there, was there?
Mechanicus doesn't really have a presence here, to be honest. A few very, very low tier, I'll fix this. Some did come in with the Imperial Guard regiment that's stationed over a different world, but Mechanicus hasn't had a chance to get there.
Oh, we will. We will.
Well, I don't see much, but I see a lead.
Yes. We need to get to this person. Jim, I need to talk to you just very briefly. Alone. Just 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah, right, excuse us.
Closed door. Jim,
So
when we find this person,
yeah,
we may need to convince them to tell us what we need to know to help you. We need to find out about the chaos and how to, fix you. You may need to convince them that you're on their side.
Should we warn these new recruits about that?
This is what I need to discuss with you.
Sorry, 1 second. Would you like to use a reroll for this? It's not an amazing...
Yeah, I'll use my advantage.
Okay. Well, as you're talking, there's a big bang against the door.
Please don't listen in on us when we're having private conversations.
There is no response, except there is a slight, whirring and jet sound that gets further away. You could assume that it was the servo skull belonging to Regulus that had just knocked itself against the door. They sometimes have recording devices in them.
We didn't say anything bad there.
Said it maybe a little bit bad.
This would have been it was trying to get close to the door and immediately just went boom.
Okay.
Okay.
But we do need to, because now I don't trust the people.
Let's go out there.
So I don't particularly want them to know. I don't think they're going to react in the same way I did.
All right. I agree. Let's go out there and tell them that to get all of the information out of this guy, one of us is going to need to pretend to be a chaos agent. We'll tell them that I'm particularly deceptive.
Which you are, providing you're not standing next to me, apparently.
True. Yeah, your psycho stuff really negates anything they did. I think I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, might be why they want to kill me.
Could be, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was just a FYI.
Yeah, what do we tell them that we went in here to talk about?
Brunch. With.
What, are you gonna tell them we're like dating or something? Selena, come on, they're not gonna buy that. They're not gonna buy that. Like.
I don't know. I panicked. It's the first thing I could think of. I'm hungry. Okay?
There's a nice coffee place opposite the thing. You should have stopped in there.
I don't know. Maybe we were talking about how we don't trust them, and then they proved that we should have been wary of that by trying to spy on us. We'll just say we're having trouble trusting people, and they
Okay.
aren't.
You take the lead on that. I'll take the lead on pretending to be a Chaos agent when we get to see the other guy.
Okay, good. Okay, we leave the room.
You leave the room. There is a very guilty-looking servo skull that is facing the corner. You get the feeling it's being punished for something it did.
Cards on the table. We have trust issues. Most of the people that we have dealt with in the last couple of weeks have lied to us. Please don't spy on us. We'll tell you everything you need to know for the mission. We weren't discussing brunch. Can't remember what we agreed we were discussing. So sometimes we will discuss things on our own. Not trying to hide things from you, just need to know we can trust you. Which you have made difficult by sending a robo skull after us.
I think I have a little bit of a plan.
I would like to scrutiny the shit out of that.
Which bit? That I have a plan, or
No, everything before that.
okay?
Sure.
there's-
Any modifiers?
No. And Selena, Romy, are you deceiving?
I
We
guess
do
have trust issues. We did kind of talk about brunch, but that wasn't the topic of conversation.
Yeah, I'm gonna say take a +10 because there's like a half truth in there, which it makes it a little bit easier to lie.
I'll leave this stuff.
Yeah.
Let me just bring up my notes. Dark Heresy notes.
May not
Probably won't need the modifiers.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You get a +10 anyway, but you may not need it unless, of course, you roll a crit fail. I'm just trying to invoke them at this point.
We've got used to all that chaos now. Just it's like slaught.
Oh, yeah.
Once you've got it, you just can't stop.
So what am I rolling?
Deceive +10. Nope. I mean, you succeeded your lie. Yeah, seems
Lie.
to be legitimate.
Fair enough. I would expect you'd be used to a certain element of observation, part of the Inquisition.
You
It's
think, wouldn't you?
somewhat unusual.
Well, I mean, no. We've been working pretty much on our own. Like, no one is. I mean, there's reports going back, obviously, but
There's
we're expected to work hard on our own.
There's a rumor of a 2-person team in the Inquisition whose motto is shoot first. Shoot first. Ask who was that later.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm probably putting 2 and 2 together at this point, and
It would be a safe bet that
yeah.
this is the fabled hit team, I guess, is the only way they can be described at this point.
Are they described with awe or with other emotions?
I mean, aw's not necessarily good, so I'm going to say awe.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
You can be in awe of how terrible things go sometimes.
Not
I have
always.
been-
Some of the reports were good. Some of the reports were good.
The reports are mixed.
Unfortunately, we killed the one person who wrote really good reports about us.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
But look. I think the best way to get the most information out of this guy about heresy will be to briefly impersonate a heretic agent. I'm incredibly deceptive. I'll be willing to mar my.
Reassuring.
I'll be willing to mar my reputation for a moment. To try and get some more information out of this guy. Unless we have any better plans.
I mean, you've seen us. We're not great at making plans. This is the best plan that we could come up with. So, you've got a better one. Sure, go for it.
We tried my plan already. It went suboptimally. Let's try yours.
Perfect.
I mean, if the roles had been reversed, it would have gone really, really well. It's just the tech people
Got stuck.
did the distraction, and then the people who have no idea about tech slipped in and went, we found a computer, but we don't know how to use it, so gonna punch a dude and then smash the computer, cover our tracks. Yes, perfect.
I can't help but think of it as just the people who get frustrated with computers in the library. Them ones,
Yeah.
you know?
I was channeling, my granddad.
Yeah.
You guys have. It was a good plan. It just needed a bit less aggro against the guy who could help you to begin with, and then.
Under a lot of pressure.
Well, no, I meant the initial guy in the reception. It was very much like, hey, you have no identification. I'm here doing my job, and it's like, no, I'm gonna kill you. And then the infiltration also went really well. You just didn't take your computer guy with you. He was busy shouting, I'm gonna kill you at the receptionist.
Yeah, he did get pretty passionate about that.
Mm.
Anyway, if we're all agreed on this plan, then let's go.
Let's go.
We're on comms. You should be able to hear everything I say.
There'll be a gentle murmur over the comms, mutterings about not having a silly face and it being perfectly functional.
Mm. I optimized my face myself. So, in terms of more specifically, what's your plan? To go and interrogate the...
Yeah, we're gonna find this dude, and then we're gonna interrogate him / ask him to help our chaotic friend, who's
Yeah. Do the comms have on/off buttons?
yeah, I think that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
I hope so, because I keep pressing my ear.
I'm just checking, because I don't want to go up and think
all the time, so we'd hear each other peeing and stuff. That'd be weird.
Yeah, right. So
You can just take them out, aside from Regulus, who's implanted.
I'd lose it if I took it out.
So I take it, I'm trying to get your approach to this. Is everyone staying outside and Jim's going in to present himself as something?
Where is this guy?
He lives in a big mansion, opulent, and he sees people there. He also has a ministratum, like building, which is more church-like, and yeah. And he receives people there as well. So either of them is an option.
I would want to go in. I wouldn't necessarily. I trust Jim enough that he can go in to talk to this person, but I'd want to be in the building in case things went bad and I'd have to run in.
Okay.
I can just browse the library or something. Learn how to do the data thing.
I'd like to find a nerd, Sheepy. Where are all the nerds I can bully into teaching me things? So, are Zan and Regulus all right with this plan?
Yep.
I mean, I know Zan's cool. He's got his shoes. He's happy.
He's very simple.
Is much of the ground publicly accessible? What, just members of the public coming and going?
No, you'd have to present yourself to the guards at the gate first.
Oh crap! Right, does anyone know how to forge paperwork? I've got
Someone needs to put their hand in their pockets. This is how we get past guards. Pocket hands.
Everyone, slip your hands into someone else's pocket.
Is there like skylights and that sort of thing on the mansion? Can we find like a plan of the mansion somewhere? Can we scope it out? I'm just thinking aerial assault. Just land through the skylight.
With what?
I don't know.
I could build a catapult.
A trebuchet.
Well, you won't like the answer, which is that you'd have to go to an administration building to get the plans to that building.
Not go back there.
I mean, there are other ones. It would take you, it would like delay you, but you could go off and go to a different one. I don't know, maybe your descriptions have been circulated at this point.
How much money did you take from the guy, Selena?
I don't know. How much would he have on him? Bet very
Enough for a meal. Yeah.
Took his lunch money, basically.
Oh god, you did.
Is it lunch money and bus ride home?
Is Selena like this jock bully who's just like...
Apparently so.
Done it a couple of times now.
Yeah, I don't like
the beginning of the campaign, you accosted a clerk and almost beat the crap out of him.
Yeah.
We both did that, to be fair. That was in the good days. That was we were still cool.
That's right before the handcuffs.
Yeah.
This before we even blew up a brothel.
Yeah.
Just trying to find a car.
Off the back of that logic roll earlier, I imagine at the safe house I could have grabbed a change of clothes.
Oh yeah, sure.
Something inconspicuous.
Yeah.
Just plain black robes or something like that.
Yeah, there are enough people wandering around in black robes, and people don't always want to be seen, so that works.
We could just go there and just wing it.
So, our normal plans.
Well, we keep trying to make plans and they keep falling through. I mean, at least with improv, we're not letting anything down.
That's true. Let's, screw it, let's just do that. Unless anyone has any actual plans. Okay.
It's gone to the point in the campaign where my players are too scared to plan. They're just like, every time we plan, Sheepy, it doesn't go right.
We refuse.
You can't ruin our plans if we don't have any. And I like Bobe's implication of like, can this place be secluded enough for me to just shoot this guy that's annoying me?
I'm concerned you know me so well.
Yeah. The question was barbed very slightly. to the point where I was like,
There was a logged-in terminal right there. If you wasn't there,
yeah.
or just not functional, it would have been freely available.
It's very true.
I had finger on my handle. Let's be honest.
I think everyone there was just like,
If Selena hadn't have snuck in, there might have been a death today.
yeah.
As well.
So you walk up to the gate, Selena and Jim, with Zan and Regulus nearby, kind of nonchalantly prepared to charge the gates, I guess, and just go in full shooting.
Completely unrelated question, but is this mansion like in the city, or is it in a reasonably secluded area?
Oh, it's in the city. This guy is fairly important, and like it's a bit further up the spire, at a pretty nice area. Let's just say there's very slightly less completely hooded people wandering around not wanting to be seen.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we try the main gate first?
Well, let's try and charm our way into this place.
So, you walk up to the gate. You're challenged by the guard who says, "Halt! Who goes there? Attempt to charm me and fail. Proceed." His name is Fourth Wallius.
Fuck you, Fourth Warning.
I think Jim will immediately take the lead.
Thank goodness you're here. I need to see that.
I assume we got the guy's name or title or something.
Petronius,
Petronius, what's his title?
Petronius,
head of the Imperial Creed.
head priest Petronius.
We need to speak to the head priest.
Do you have an appointment?
No, this is an emergency.
Okay, what is it?
We've discovered a heretical plot. I really can't discuss much with guardsmen. This is top secret.
All right, I will phone up and see what they say. And he gets on his Vox. You
Much appreciated.
turn away.
As he's turned away, we sneak in.
There's more than one guard.
How many guards are there?
4.
So one's distracted with Jim. Let's all go and distract a guard each.
But then you don't have anyone to sneak in.
I just realised that, yeah. That's...
Can one of you distract 2 people at the same time?
You've got 2 shoes!
We've got a skull!
And after a brief hushed conversation, he turns back round and says, "Who are you?"
The name's Jim Best. Desperado.
Okay.
That really is his name.
Turns away again. Beeps in. Hushed conversation. Nods. Of course, Mr. Best. Go right in. Doors, gates swing open.
Thank you.
Follow Jim in.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm going to kind of look at Zan and see what we're going to do.
Following you, buddy.
And I'm going to fall into step behind Jim and Selena.
Jim, you need to be careful
Oh.
in here. They seem
Who
to
are you? Because you weren't with them. You were stepping out a ways. So you'd have to individually get in yourselves.
What, me as well?
No, because you were with Jim. The plan is that Jim and Selena go up, and you two would be like nonchalantly a fair ways away, watching, prepared to assist. If you guys would have wanted to be with him,
If we can't just drop into step with them, we'd probably just hang back then.
if you guys want to retroactively have everyone go,
I'll just say they're with us as well.
All right, go through.
Excellent.
And you all head in to the mansion.
Which will definitely go well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, this is just fine.
We seem to know who you are, Jim, so...
Apparently my
Stuff.
yeah, my name must be getting famous.
Yes. But probably in the wrong circles, Jim.
Everyone who heard that conversation, roll me logic or an intelligence minus 20. Mm-hmm.
I'm loving your dice today, babe.
Yeah, they're working out quite well for you.
Working out-
You use a fate point and re-roll that.
Sure, yeah.
Minus 20.
Another 69 for Selena.
Wow.
Jim, you can also roll a logic or intelligence minus 20.
Same thing.
Yep. Seems fine, honestly. There is no obvious problem that may have grim repercussions for you all that should be recognized and feared. Time to go into the mansion. You're escorted by one of the guards. He takes you up to the door, bangs on it, door opens. Butler type person is standing there. Ah, yes, the guests. All right. Come in. And you're ushered inside the guard.
Thank you.
Well, I heard there was talk of heresy.
Yes,
I assume this is a private matter?
indeed.
Very well, Mr. Best. Would you like to see the head priest yourself?
Yes, that would be ideal.
Very well. The rest of you can wait in the antechamber over there. Tea and biscuits will be provided shortly.
They're particularly partial to apples and sparkling water.
Yeah.
Apples and sparkling water, of course.
Thank you.
Campaign goal achieved, guys. Selena got apples and sparkling water.
No matter what else happens today, we won.
Careful. Call if you need me.
So, the butler type person takes you up some stairs, winding stairs, takes you to an office. Office opens. There is a large, portly man, spilling into his seat a little bit, sitting there behind a desk. The butler says, Mr. Jim Best, Desperado.
Thank you.
Of course,
Petronius.
Jim, roll me another logic or intelligence minus 20.
Could I possibly also scrutinize Petronius?
Of course. Doesn't seem to be a problem. You're fine. He's big fat priest.
Great.
I'm loving your rolls tonight, Scrat.
Yeah. But they didn't remove any of my guns. Cool.
Roll me a logic or intelligence minus 20.
I don't like this.
Everything seems fine. There's nothing to worry about. Mr. West, Mr. Best, Jim Best, Desperado, welcome.
Yes.
Roll me a logic or intelligence minus 20.
I've rolled so many of these.
I know, bud. Everything's fine. There's nothing to worry about.
Okay, what are we doing here? We need to get information, right? What do we want information about again?
We need to find out what he knows about chaos, and more specifically,
Removing the mark. Yeah.
the mark. Are you okay up there?
So before we go in, I guess I'll just be like, oh yeah, everything's going really well. Like, nothing suspicious happening at all.
Okay. Remember, like,
Buddy.
you know,
Yeah, they didn't
I
even
can
take my
help.
chainsword off me. I've got las guns. I've got pistols. We're good.
Okay. Cool. If you need anything, you know.
Selena, roll me a logic or intelligence minus 20.
It's already so low.
Uh-huh. It's good to hear that everything's fine and that Jim is not in any danger at all. There's nothing to worry about in this current situation. Please carry on.
Have we been left in a room alone with any unattended terminals?
You have not. It's an antechamber. It's just, you know, it's a place for people to relax. There's a magazine. It's
One
about...
trick pony rides again.
Yeah.
High Priest,
Yes.
I'm here to let you know about a plot. A plot involving double agency and heresy. I'm mostly here because your name appeared on a list that was put in my hands. A list of people to kill.
Why would you be killing people?
That's a good question. And the answer is because that's what I do best. But
I thought you killed heretics best.
I do. And that's why I have some questions. I'm not sure whether this is list has been put in my hands as a decoy list by heretics to try and convince me to try and kill people loyal to the Inquisition, or whether this is a list made by the Inquisition of known heretics. So I thought I'd come here and judge for myself.
Okay.
I think that pervades the emergency enough. Jim's doing well. Well done, Jim.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Can I scrutinize his reaction to what I'm saying?
Absolutely. None of this surprises him. How can I help you, Mr. Best? He really should have a cat that he's stroking at this point. Like, just a white cat where he's just like, how can I help you, Mr. Best?
my cool backpack do again? Can someone just remind me?
I think it's on a... When you take a hit on a roll of 5+, it negates the hit.
Okay.
Are we alone?
Yes.
Well, you don't seem surprised and you don't seem very nervous.
Why would I be nervous? You're here to get my help, yes?
I also just told you I was here to kill you, potentially, or sent here to kill you.
I don't think you'd tell me if you were coming here to kill me.
You'd be surprised.
I have heard rumors about people being surprised by you, Mr. Best.
Yes, not always for the good reasons. Thing is, I want to determine which side of the coin you're on.
Interesting. Elaborate.
Are you
A heretic?
Heretics can't lie, so.
Yes. Are you?
Yes.
Show you yours. Show me yours, and I'll show you mine. And he goes to his sleeve,
Yeah, I go to my sleeve. Reveal.
rolls it up.
Is his...
On your arm is the symbol you've come to love and know. This symbol. On his is a pinkish purple circle with a line and a half moon on the end, and then a moon like that. It is different from yours.
Not a mark of cinch. Oh, so they could lie. Oh no. Okay.
It is you know what it looks a little bit like? Just the kind of main core bit. It looks a little bit like the rose symbol, but embellished more.
Slaneshi, huh?
Cinch, huh?
Hmm.
We had.
So, as you know, that means I can't lie.
I will happily roll deceive on this.
Okay.
Using a fate point.
Uh-huh.
You've got
Also using a fate point. Oof.
You've got advantage, Jim.
Oh, I do have an advantage. Is it cool? If it's cool, I'm gonna use one of the advantages.
Okay. It's a good thing you didn't bring Selena with you.
Well, that's a waste of an advantage. There it goes.
Why would I know that?
Interesting. I thought you would be more well versed. Sorry.
Are you referring to the fact that Zinchi demons do not lie?
Yes.
And are you also claiming to be a Zinch demon?
Not yet.
Then why would you claim to not lie?
To test you.
Don't help him.
I'm sorry.
Because I believe in conviction. Yes, I'm able to lie, but I choose not to.
Well, I don't believe that. I'm pretty sure that was a lie.
Believe what you will.
I do. Points to this tattoo.
Fair. Look, the Inquisition are getting suspicious. I need to know, for purely academic reasons, is there a way to remove these marks? And if in doing so, is it a renunciation of the heretical pact we've created?
Heretical pact?
I don't know the right words, like the thing
no.
we've got going on.
Tell me, did you meet and converse with the actual Zinchi demon?
Well, I assume you met and conversed with a Slanesh demon.
No, they don't turn up for just anybody.
Oh.
This is a tattoo to show my devotion to Slanesh. And the
Oh.
pleasures that comes with. If you have actually entered into a pact with a demon, that means that you are an aspirant. Did they not tell you any of this?
No, not really.
Roll deceive then. They did. Oh, nice. See how he does. Oh, no. Interesting. They must have not brought it up, I guess. Well, are you aware of what this means?
No.
I won't make you roll deceive again. This can go along with. I don't even know if, like, how much Jim realizes he's kind of signed up for.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay. Well, technically speaking, we're not exactly on the same side. Personally, I don't have any rivalry with Zinch. We've been hearing that there's been some problems with some cultists of one of the others. Been a whole hullabaloo.
Yeah.
I have heard rumors recently, though, of a couple of your operatives on one of the other planets going on a spree of killing our people. I don't know if you know anything about that. They're called the Sparrows.
Can't say that I do. I'll go and hit that deceive button.
Yeah, no, you will actually have to deceive. I don't think you.
No.
Actually, did we... That was just in the epilogue, right?
That was in the epilogue, but you might have made the connection because they turned up.
Not the worst failure.
Well, Selena and Jim, just roll me a straight up intelligence for this one. Well, you both have figured it out.
Damn it, the one time you want to fail a roll.
I know, yeah. I think we'll say that, Jim, you figured it out once Selena gave that painting to the team and they wandered off into the Underhive, and then immediately after that, like a week or so after, people started getting murdered, you started hearing rumors of the Sparrows. You're like, that's extremely coincidental. And then Selena, you've probably more recently made the connection. And I'd say probably the moment that you realized in that meeting that Musculius was probably a heretic and definitely not an inquisitor, your mind flashed back to giving that painting to sorry, names are rough. I think it was Rosalind.
Yep.
Gave that painting to her, and then not long after, there were two people called the Sparrows wandering around the Underhive killing people. You're like, oh, shit.
Yeah, that was my bad.
This is fine.
So, we will roll and see how he does against your 1 degree of failure deceive.
Keep rolling bad. Damn it.
You don't expect me to believe that.
No, but it was worth a try, right?
Of course. So, why are your operatives killing our people?
It's a good question.
Thank you. Are you going to answer it?
As I understand it, not all heresy is aligned. Sometimes they oppose. Perhaps Sinch has plans for that planet.
That's worrying. We have plans for the whole system. Can't have your god interfering with my god. That just won't do.
Honestly, I'm not majorly involved with the whole plan thing. I'm fairly new to all of this. I do have questions, though. The first is, you seem to know a lot about aspirants and their marks, and my question still stands. Can this mark be removed, and is doing so a renunciation? And the second question is about an agent known as Musculius.
Interesting. Okay. Tell you what. We both agree not to lie. I'll ask questions and you ask questions.
Deal.
You have sign of science, right?
I do.
Roll me a sign of science.
I'm going to re-roll it just because. First, sign of science, re-roll. I'm going to use a fate point and re-roll it.
Okay.
Oh, grand.
I have weaved a little spell. A bit naughty of me. But if either of us lies in this room, we will instantly burst into flame.
Okay. Your house, your rules. Fair enough.
Considering your sign of science roll, technically speaking, you have no idea if he did anything.
Damn
Yeah.
it, I wish I was there. Just not all this crap.
Uh-huh.
One time my thing would be useful.
So who goes first? Like I say, your house, your rules.
My house, I go first?
I can agree to that.
Okay. You said there's a list to kill me, correct?
There is.
Is these orders from your god or from your masters? The Inquisition.
In earnest, I'm not sure. I believe there to be a plot involved in swapping the lists, and honestly, in all the confusion, I'm not really sure which way round it is anymore. It could be a second fake list, which would mean it's from my god, or it could be a genuine list, which would mean it's from the Inquisition.
It must be really hard worshipping a god who's so intricate.
I believe that's 2 questions.
That was a statement. And technically, you just asked a question, so it's probably my go again. If you want to play it like that, Mr. Jim Best.
Fine, if it's going with statements, that was a statement also, and in response to your statement, I'll leave no comment.
I heard the slight rise of inflection that implies a question. So your answer is that you don't have an answer.
No, my answer was information. I've told you as much as I know about the plots. The truth is, either one of them could be out for you.
Okay, noted. Your turn.
Can you remove this mark?
No.
Or can it be removed, rather, sorry.
Yes. Would you like me to elaborate on how? There are a few different ways.
Would you count that as another question?
Not really, considering the answer.
Okay, I would appreciate that.
Cut your hand off, kill yourself, burn it off, I guess, maybe?
Good to know. Thank you.
Not a problem.
Your turn.
My question. Who else is on the list?
I've
There-
got the link.
I don't have the list on me. One of my agents has it.
Oh, no problem. I'll send my butler down. Ding-a-ling-ling-ling.
I'd rather us have a moment of privacy first. I can let you peruse the list afterwards. Off the top of my head, I know the is it the Mechanicus Arbiter?
Head of the Adeptus Orbitae.
Head of the Adeptus Arbiter is at least one of the other names, as a sign of good faith.
Very well. Your turn.
Where is Musculius operating out of now?
He's in the city. He owns a club. I believe no one there's allowed to wear shirts. It's very strange.
Gross. Oh, it's sweaty and ugh. Angeli's grossed out by this club. Oh.
Would you mind if I took down that address?
That's another question.
Your turn then.
When you said I could have a look, when you said you would prefer to wait until we've had our conversation, do you actually intend to give me the list and let me see it?
Yes, I do. I'd like to retain the list afterwards, but I'll let you take a look. The privacy is because my agents don't know that I'm a agent of chaos.
Was that true?
Mostly.
Mostly as in...
As in, it's
Wait.
true that 2 of my agents don't know I'm an agent of chaos.
Okay, that's acceptable. Your turn.
May I have that address of Miscelius?
He gives you a location in the city. It's about, well, you wouldn't know exactly, but I can tell you that it's not too far away.
Do you have any more questions?
What are the names of the other agents with you?
Code names or real names?
Both. Either.
Yeah. Zan the Hunter. Affamator Regulus. Selena Echo. Dubrovna.
Thank you. Makes a little note on his thing. You're up.
Does removing the mark break the link to the gods?
No. You've made a pact. You've entered into a pact, and it's much more serious than any pact I've made.
Hmm. Also good to know.
If you're thinking about reneging or cancelling, I mean, even regular worshippers have a difficult time. You're more, to use an unfortunate slashy saying, Mr. Jim Best, you're balls deep. So,
I think that was my last question, High Priest.
really? You don't want to know what an aspirant is?
No, I'll trust my God to give me information as and when I need it. Send me orders.
Well, we're always recruiting if you'd like to switch sides.
I'll laugh jovially. I'm ready for you to bring in the crew if you like. We can get the list. Is there any sparkling water in here?
No. Why?
Do you mind if I ask them to bring some?
Some sparkling water?
Yes.
I can have my butler bring some.
I've already put like 4 bottles in my bag and some apples.
Hmm.
I never want to be in that situation again.
Yes. If you could ask the butler to get extra sparkling water. That'd be great.
Okay. Hits a button. After like maybe 20 seconds, the door opens. Yes, Harold, could you get us an extra bottle of sparkling water? Bring it in here, please. Thank you. And also, who has the list, Mr. Best?
You know, in all the confusion, I'm not sure. Could be Selena, or it could be Affamator Regulus. Could even be Zan by now.
He's just got to shoot.
You could pick one if you're feeling lucky, or we could just bring the whole crew in.
Harold, could you go down and ask whoever has the list to come up? Thank you. He leaves, comes back, pops down a bottle of sparkling water in front of you.
Ah, great, thank you. Damn it, thank you.
No problem, sir. Goes out, leaves again. The three of you.
I think it was Selena, actually. I'm fairly sure it was Selena that had the list. Jim really wants to start opening fire, but is so nervous about the psych science thing going on.
Selena, Zan, Regulus, Butler comes down. Miss Selena, you're requested upstairs in the meeting.
Okay. I'll let you know if we need you.
God damn it.
And I'll come up.
Okay. You are led in.
Do I sense any tingly magics?
Do you have sinus lines?
Yes. And
Roll me
I
science.
Oh,
get magicness.
That doesn't detect magic. It just has.
But I do.
Yes, you do. You do feel psychery bullshit going on.
Interesting. I walk in. Yes.
I am told you have a list for me. I've worked out a deal with Mr. Best.
Were you able to help him?
Mr. Best?
Yes.
I believe I was.
I think so, although there was a distinct lack of sparkling water, Selena.
Okay, I got some. We'll never be without it again.
can I try and like let Selena know that I'm like, we need to kill him? Like,
We need more sparkling water.
It's our
this
secret
isn't
protocol.
this isn't a prearranged code.
No, it's not.
I know Jim pretty well. I know when he's got itchy trigger fingers.
He's trying to use a code that you guys haven't ever done, or
We've lost.
yeah. I will say, Jim, roll me a. Okay, this is going to be unfortunate. Jim, roll me a deceive with a -30. And it's -30 because Selena just walked in and she gives you a -10.
Yep. This is fine. Okay. Okay.
He just has to roll worse than you.
I'm gonna use a fate point to re-roll that.
Okay?
That's my last fate point.
I'm using my advantage.
I'll also use my last advantage. Glad of it.
Oh, just
21! It might not be. Don't know how many levels of success it is.
You got 4 degrees of failure. Let me just have a look here. Oh, that's okay. Okay. Yeah. He says, Mr. Best, if I wanted, I could depress the button under my desk and 20 armed guards would be here within about 10 seconds. So I would appreciate it if you stopped trying to signal Miss Selena for some sort of clandestine, I guess, attack. I appreciate you not trying anything as well, Miss Selena.
yes, that's why I did it, not because I did not understand the signal.
Can I scrutinize this person one last time as I distinctly consider the possibility of my sleight of hand gunplay beating their finger to the trigger, and also whether they might be immune to bullets or las?
Okay. There you go. It's almost like you the look on your face is like, I've forgotten what success looks like.
It really was.
There's green on my rolls? When did
Like
that
4 degrees as well. What's going on?
roll me a sign of science as well. Both of you can roll me a sign of science as well. Oh my god. Oh my god. When is what? Okay. All right. doesn't seem particularly powerful in terms of psychic abilities. Doesn't seem particularly tough either. He was telling the truth when he said that he could have 20 guys here within a few seconds.
Kill him in a few seconds.
He did say depress, just FYI.
Let go of the button.
I'm sure no one wants a bloodbath. We can exchange information quickly and both be on our way. No muss, no fuss.
See, the problem is that Jim has offered you something that I'm not willing to give.
Oh,
What?
I'm gonna shoot him in the head
Okay.
and immediately branch out with my Jinx ability to try and make the button jam.
Okay. I will give you a moment to consider this. Selena may be able to help you with your decision.
Selena?
You can get your butts up here. It's go, go, go. Oh, but Jinx, is that a psychic thing?
I have.
I'm gonna say you got this, and I'm gonna run out the room whilst I'm saying, "Let's go, go, go." I'm running out the room. I'm leaving you in there on your own.
Yeah, because he told you that I was trying to give you a signal. Great! He helped us!
Be like,
go! I'm gonna shoot him in the head.
Everyone roll initiative.
initiative is to run.
This is fine.
Okay.
How do I initiative again? I've never in a fight. I don't know how to do things like that.
It is 1d10 plus your agility bonus.
It's high numbers that go first, right?
Yes.
Could someone roll me a 10 plus 4?
Plus 4. Okay. That is for him. That is for you. Okay. Just don't roll above a 13, Jim. Oh, you rolled 11. Okay, there you go. Wow, that was really good for you guys. Selena.
I run out the room going, we're either going to have to leg it out the mansion or you're going to have to come up here. Wait for my signal. So you got this, Jim.
Okay, Jim, you're up.
I'm gonna shoot him in the head.
No, that would be a cooled shot, which would be minus 20 to your ballistic, to hit.
No, wait. Let's think about the way I'm gonna do this round, because I can't do 2 actions in one turn, right?
You can, depending on what you do.
Well, I want to use Jinx and shoot.
You have quick draw, right?
Draw a weapon as a free action.
Yeah. So you can do that. If you don't aim, you can take a standard shot.
I'll do that.
Or a semi-auto shot as well, maybe. The semi-auto gives you minus 10 to the roll, but it can hit more than once.
Okay.
Which gun are you drawing instantly?
The las pistol on my hip. Quickest draw.
The hot shot?
No, I gave that back to Selena.
Okay.
So no aim. Range?
Point blank. Because you're both sitting down, basically, on the other side of a desk.
Rate of fire, semi-auto.
Standard.
Oh.
Last pistol doesn't have semi-auto, I believe. Wait, let me check. You can semi-auto if you'd like. It wouldn't give you the plus 10 to hit, but it could give you 2 hits if you roll well.
Oh.
It will be down to the luck of the dice if you hit him once, in terms of damage, if you kill him or not. Basically, you could kill him with the last pistol shot, but with 2, your odds are much better. So
Semi-auto it is.
Okay.
No modifiers. Ammo, semi-auto. Firing mode normal.
You hit him twice. Technically, I'll count this as a surprise round because he rolled the worst in initiative, and he wasn't expecting it to go this way. So roll me 2 sets damage. The shot blasts right out the back of his head. Shatters the window behind him. There was a window behind him. It's not really important. You have a split second to Jinx.
Jinx!
Incidentally, I'm going to roll something.
I've got like hit and damage next to it. Do I need to roll hit for Jinx?
No. Your focus power for this is a willpower roll. So, the way... Actually, you won't need to... You won't need to, like, push it or anything, really. So you can just do it as a regular. So you just need to roll your willpower. And this is to focus your energy and reach into the warp. And there you go. I need to look at what the details for this one is. Yeah, I'll allow it to count for this button. Technically speaking, it's more of like the way I flavored it was more of like a, you know, jams a gun or something like that, but it can work for a button. You focus your energy. You focus on all of the bad luck that seems to circle around you, and you direct it directly towards this button that you just know is there, and you feel it take hold. You don't hear a click. You don't hear any sounds of panic or people shouting or anything. Selena, are you running down the stairs shouting, quick, we have to kill everyone?
No, I literally just whispered into my ear, and I said, we may have to wait for my signal.
Okay.
I literally was just leaving the room.
Okay.
Really quickly.
Yeah, Jim. He's dead.
Run!
It made a little bit of noise, but there's enough background city noise and stuff. It's a las pistol. It doesn't make like a huge kind of like, you know.
That and the high-placed Swaneshi priest probably has a soundproof office. For reasons.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, I was going to suggest searching his office, but I don't think I want to know what we'd find.
No, I'm just gonna be like, the priest's dead. Got the information. Run.
Got it.
Mission abort. Try to play it casual. The guards don't know yet.
Casual.
Get back to the
the apples that were delicious.
waiting room.
Have a nice evening, Miss Selena. The butler's there at the door as you're...
Thank you, Jeeves. And I just keep running.
Oh,
Butler. Harold, but okay, bye.
Harold, Petronius asked if you could check on the fizzy water supply. He was concerned that we might have taken a lot of it. I'll just roll my deceive now and hang my head in shame. That was awful.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he's going straight to it.
I'll just go and talk to him.
Yes, by all means. It would probably be best. I would hate to try and order his people around.
Of course.
See you
See you,
later.
Harry.
Did 3 of you say that together at the same time?
I think so.
There's like a hell of an echo there. As you step out the door, everyone, has started leaving and stepping out the door, you hear running footsteps going up the stairs.
Run, keep running, leave, run.
Yeah, run towards the gate. Run.
Okay, roll me athletics, everyone.
Oh, I am not.
These robes are not made for running.
My little legs and my giant high heels have won the day.
Selena, you make it to the gate first. Yeah, Selena, you make it to the gate first. What did you guys spend your XP on?
Pretty wish I've got about 1,000 left.
Oh. The guards are there. The gates are closed.
I try. No, it's never worked for me ever. I'm going to attempt to climb over. It's good to be a.
The guards are there though, right?
I thought the guards weren't there.
The guards are there.
They are there. I thought you said weren't there.
Oh no, the guards are there. The gates are closed. They're on the other side. They're on the other side of the gates.
Why are you on the other side of the gates?
Because they're guarding from people coming in.
Can I go into the guardhouse and hit some buttons?
There's no guardhouse.
I don't know how it works.
Plus, if there was a guardhouse, it would be outside the gates as well, because that's where they are.
Can you open the gate? Can I just try and open the gates? They open, because that would be really stupid if I asked them to open them and they're already open.
I'll tell you what. Okay. Would you like to try and open the gates?
Sure.
The gates swing open as you push them.
Out I go!
I rolled for the guards and they didn't lock the gates. Are you guys in any way trying to deal with these guards, or are you just trying to run away?
Trying to run away.
Everyone who's trying to run away, roll me athletics again.
Oh god.
Yes.
I'm going to use a fate point on that.
I am going
Why?
to stagger.
Put your new shoes on, Zan, for God's sake.
I'm going to stagger up to the gate and say to the guards,
There was an attack through the window. You guys need to get in there now. This is an emergency. The heresy's worse than we thought.
and try
roll
and
me deceive with a -10.
I mean, the heresy did. It was
Actually,
one versus another.
Here's one thing I should say. Selena, if you'd like to, you could already be off and down the street with your athletics rolls compared to theirs.
Guys, hurry up.
And
would you like to wait for them, or would you like to get away?
I would like to run and hide down an alley or something. I have that moves through the crowds thing, so I can zip, 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 zip.
You do, but you wouldn't be in a position to help them if anything kicked off.
That's. I'll run. I want to be somewhere where I'm hidden away, but I can still see. If there was something, then I'd take my time and run back.
Yeah, because basically, if you stay, then it's going to be a -10 to Jim. So Jim, roll me a straight up deceive.
straight up, because so now that Selena's gone, my aura of chaos is back in effect.
Oh yes, it is.
Yeah. So
you get a plus to that then, don't you?
+10, yeah.
Although I believe you have to invoke that.
Oh, do I?
Let me have a look. Yeah. So it's a willpower roll.
Oh, no. I'll just do a normal deceive then.
Okay. Okay. Let's roll for them and see how they do.
When does this ever happen?
I mean,
Because I'm blocking all your lies.
They don't. Okay. Is the high priest all right? As you are kind of like all asthmatically, like panicked, wheezing, and like, like the two people are coming behind you who are very clearly like desperately running as fast as they can. Still seems to be exceedingly slow.
I don't think so. I sent
Alright.
the butler up there.
Well, you should have just told us straight away. Come on, lads, let's go help the priest.
Run, run, run.
They run off, and considering the deceive skill, yeah, you guys get away.
Yeah.
I won't narrate it too much because we're close to the end. So we'll have...
This image of us down an alleyway.
Well done,
That was-
recruits! We
that
did
was
great!
That was like 200 meters. Goddamn.
And I'm wearing like 5-inch heels.
Yeah.
Thigh high heels. They're just like, shut up, guys. It's so late.
You're fine. You're just standing there like, can we go to the safe house, please?
Yep.
And you go to the safe house.
OMG. I think that was a successful mission.
Yeah, we killed the target, and I got the information about where the warehouse is, where we can find some other agents of Chaos.
Excellent.
I'm gonna give you this, Jim, just purely because I feel bad if I don't give this to you. Roll me and I'll retroactively do something if you succeed. Roll me intelligence. Just roll me a straight up intelligence. Would you like to re-roll that? Do you have any?
I don't have any fate points left.
I have nothing.
Okay, that's gonna have an effect. So, you are in the safe house, all four of you, sitting around a table, you take a little bit of time. A little bit of time.
Well, that was we succeeded. Congratulations to us.
Very respectable result for my first mission with the Inquisition.
Yeah. No bullets in me. That's great.
Which is very good,
Yeah,
considering.
commendable result. I didn't realize this was your first mission with the Inquisition Regulus. You behaved admirably.
Thank you. I was seconded out to the Inquisition. I was not expected to last long.
I think you'll get on famously.
Yes,
Great career
Well-
ahead.
much better than I was expecting, or anyone else was expecting.
Yeah, definitely what we were expecting. No offense, but we have a reputation to uphold.
I was gonna say to uphold.
So, if we ever get asked to give a report on your work, we'll obviously say great stuff. But in all honesty, no one ever asks us for it ever.
After like the 5th request for a report came back with nothing, they're just like, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, it just stopped. It's weird. But we have our next point then, a club to go to.
Shirtless.
Oh, gross.
Muscutius is the worst. How did you not know he was a fucking heretic?
I know it's. Ugh.
And this time we mean business.
Yeah. We're gonna have to
Or
mentally
business casual, maybe, depending on.
Depending on the
dress
dress
code.
code.
Oh no. Okay, so there is a knock at the door.
Jim, you get it.
All right. What's easy to get in through, but out of difficult, hard to get out of?
It's actually what's easy to get into and hard to get out of, and the answer is trouble.
Yes, excellent.
I'll open the door.
There's a cloaked man who says the transport is ready for Agent Regulus and Agent Zan.
Your taxi's here.
Excellent.
Looks
A pleasure
like we got
working
a
with you
new
both.
friend.
Thanks.
And you keep those shoes. They look expensive.
Really appreciate it.
I didn't spot the two-tone leather before. Just make sure you give them a good clean out before you wear them.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't go to no desert places wearing it. It'll just ruin it.
Thank you very much, We Are Nerdsmith, for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders.
You came just in time, guys. The clerk, admin type, berobed person jumps in the front of this kind of land cruisery, transporty type. You guys have been in these before. You just jump in the back and they take you off to your next assignment. Jim, Selena, I assume you're going to wave them off. Like, bye.
We never get to do this, Jim.
We never do. This is really nice.
Normally they're being carted off or
everyone's dead, or demons are attacking everyone. This is nice.
Yeah.
You are incredibly surprised when the car explodes.
What? I am really surprised.
And a very singed and sad pair of trainers land at your feet. Let's end there.
What the hell?
The intelligence test I basically gave you right at the end was to see if you remembered to take the piece of paper that detailed the names of all your agents who you brought with you. You left that there, so they had their names. So you just kind of betrayed and got killed 2 inquisitorial agents in a revenge attack for killing the priest.
Damn!
Yeah. Sorry, dude. I did try to... I gave you the intelligence. I was like, there's got to be a way he could, you know...
Ah, no, I just ran.
Yeah.
Damn it, Jim.
Yeah, I
stop
was like...
just running.
I was like, is he going to take the note? I did. I was like, I make a note. He looks down and he makes a note of that. And I was like, I hope. But no.
Well, apologies, Bob and Zach.
Sorry, guys.
Oh my god, you were so close to surviving. It's gonna be so good.
No bullet holes, though.
No bullet.
He must be appeased.
I feel so bad because you guys are like, well, we never get to do this. It's really fun. Oh god, I'm about to kill them.
I mean, I thought it was suspicious when you said, hi, We Are Nerdsmith, you're just in time. I was like, oh, just in time for the end?
Yes. Actually.
Well, that does bring us to the end of the show. Thank you very much, Sheepy, for keeping us on our toes, as always. Let's go around and say hi to everyone. Let us know who you are, where we can find you online, all of the wonderful things that you get up to, and what your favourite part of today's show was. We'll start with Bob below me. Oh, hi, Bob.
Hi, Scrat. I'm Bob. I am a fine red mist painted across the street. You can find me at, where are we? Twitch.tv/lbob. You can find me at Bob Almighty on the Twitters. Don't bother following in either of them. I don't do very much that's interesting. I am deeply disappointed to be dead. I was hoping to epilogue by going back to the administratum building and shooting the receptionist. But yes,
We will avenge you.
Yeah. More important, avenge my poor, pretty, efficient face.
Which is not in any way silly.
In no way silly.
Fantastic, thank you. And next we have Duskfade Druid Zach.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Zach. You can also find me on Twitter at DuskFadeDruid. I am part of the Nerdsmith network. You see, We Are Nerdsmith is in. You can find me there at twitch.tv/WeAreNerdsmith. You can also find me on their public Discord where I run one-shots. My favorite part of today, I mean, the entire thing was pretty great. I had a blast. Teaming up with Selena and doing that. That was...
the whole computer room scene.
The entire part was just like great. I'm smart. Nope.
I'm so sorry, Bob. Like, I just took you for a coffee.
It worked for me. I got to argue with the receptionist. I got to have some inconsequential successful rolls and fail a whole bunch of other ones, that's RP.
Yep. Today was a lot more successful than many of the other episodes previously in many, many ways. It's just the confluence of events was extremely unfortunate, where everyone found themselves in places where they weren't useful, having succeeded very well.
Yeah.
So it was like, we stealthed in, yay! We don't know how to be social, charming, persuasive, or do anything with computers. I'ma steal a bitch's shoes. Bye!
Well, next we have Angeli at Geek Girl Bookworm. Who's currently dying.
Hello, I'm Angeli. You can find me all over, everywhere as Geek Girl Bookworm. Mainly on the Twitter, talking nerdy stuff all the time. I also have a Patreon where I paint miniatures, create guides and tutorials for painting miniatures, and offer physical rewards for my patrons should they wish to come along and be part of the adventure. I also have an Etsy store where I make D&D RPG themed accessories and minis for your tables. And my favorite part was sort of succeeding for once, which feels pretty good. I'm worried that I'm going to have to chop Jim's arm off next session, but
I mean, Jim did find out that it doesn't actually do anything. It just it gets rid of the mark, but the contract and deal is still there.
But I mean, you get a robo arm, which would be cool.
That really would just be McCree.
You get him like a chainsword arm.
Yeah.
I'm sure that exists. I know 40k so well. I had a really good time. I enjoyed our scene with the computers. That was awesome and completely on brand for Selena.
Yeah.
And I got to use some of my untouchable things at last, so that was fun.
Finally!
Yeah.
You managed to run out of room and let someone use psychic things.
Yay!
I'm not getting in the way!
and I ran faster than everyone else. So
You did. Repeatedly.
all around. Yes. So yeah, that's me.
So fantastic. Thank you so much, Angeli. Last but most certainly not least, thank you for the links as well. Sheepy. Oh, hey, Sheepdog.
Hey, I'm Sheepdog. I GM 40k. In fact, one of the players that I GM is the lovely Barb's significant other, who is going to give me a giant earful for killing her man. I just want to say for the record, it wasn't my fault. It was Scrap. Fuzzy, yell at Scrap. So
I'm not even gonna contest that, Sheepy. I think everyone can hear on the record exactly how this went.
yeah. So yeah, we're getting towards the end of Dark Heresy, and it's getting interesting. I don't know where things are gonna go, and I think neither do the players.
We're gonna go kill Mr. Muscles. That's what we're gonna do.
I think next episode is let's go get.
You can find us in a club.
And then, I honestly, Jim's gonna have to deal with his deal, one way or another, very soon. So,
yeah.
My favorite.
They're at your side, Jim.
My favorite part was just the entire first plan, which was a really good plan, but just did not go according to plan.
Yeah, we should wing it more often.
And also the fact that none of your characters could realize that was way too easy getting into the building, where it was like, oh, Jim Best, Desperado, and they're just like, oh yeah, okay, we've heard that name, and everyone's like, Good. They know the name of an inquisitorial agent who keeps introducing himself the exact same way every time, who's become infamous around the system suddenly. It's like...
This is fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah. Honestly, like, if you hadn't have dealt with the button, you wouldn't have left the room before the guards got there, because they were just on standby.
Yeah,
ready to come out. So, yeah, stopping that button was all important. Otherwise, we would have had to end the session with, like, Zan and Regulus getting arrested or, like, taken prisoner, and yeah.
Yeah. I think you can, if you watch the VOD back, you can see the moment when I remembered that I had that Jinx ability. It's like revelation falling on me from the heavens.
Yeah, and you could see the moment where I immediately went to Selena's a blank. He can't use that.
Yeah.
He leaves, and
Yeah.
he just.
Remember that. It's like,
But Todd in chat is like, yeah, but they would have lived if they'd been arrested.
Not for long.
It may have been a nicer way out than getting arrested by Slaneshi cultists, to be honest.
Yeah, that's quicker at the very least.
But yes, I also do Charlie Foxtrot Only War campaign on my own channel. I will soon be organising player games, an extra little thing that I'm doing. And it's a lot of fun. It's going to be interesting. This week is the Peachy Pixel 8 Regiment, the Imperial Pegasi Guard. They have a gun between two people because he rolled that badly when he acquired stuff for his regiment.
And every single one of them is Nobby Knobs from the Pratchett books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's their regiment. It's going to be weird, so I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it so much. That just leads for me, everyone. I'm looking forward to our one. I mean, I'm doing that in August, and we're putting together a Scratticus squad.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to it.
too.
Looking forward to it. I'm not sure who's going to be on that squad yet. I definitely don't think about things at the last minute. That just leaves me, everyone. Please check out all the links that my bot is currently spamming in chat. It includes all of our social links, places you can go and support us, information about our sponsors, Bird and the Storm Publishing and Mage Hand Press, whom we're very grateful to. They make this all possible. And also a whole bunch of websites where you can get 10 to 15% discount. We are going to go on a raid. I'm not sure if we have a raid, Cry. I don't think we took any quotes from today. Did we take any decent quotes from today? You've got a silly... No, Henry, that's kind of insulting to go to another...
Go to another stream and be like, you got a silly face.
Yeah. Maybe I haven't got a silly face. Or maybe just Let's Evoke Emotions. We'll just go Let's Evoke Emotions.
It was a very big surprise when they suddenly exploded.
It was a very big surprise.
It was
I don't want to take that elsewhere, Sheepy. You can. I'm going with just our standard. It's on the banner, you know. It's on the banner. It's right there. Let's Evoke Emotions.
Absolutely.
Cool. So let's see if this raid will work. And I cannot raid that channel. I thought so. So we'll raid this channel instead. Backup plans. We'll see you later, everyone. Until next time, keep evoking emotions. We'll be back in 2 hours with Just Because You Can. Oh, shit. I should really plan something for that. Catch you in a bit. Bye!